guys, so I mean, as you surmised by the title of this vlog if you clicked on it, I just got home from church, and no, I'm not here to be preachy on you guys. I try not to push that on anybody, but I like it when church is a fun thing, because it's not necessarily every week, but sometimes it is, and today was one of those days, and I just feel like sharing, because I feel like I've been getting more out of church lately than I have in quite a while, so, yeah, no, I'm going there, I'm vlogging it, but, if this isn't your bag, feel free to click out, I won't hold it against you. I fully understand, no questions asked, no judgments passed whatsoever. I get it, and it's totally okay. But if you choose to stick around anyway, good for you. So, anyways, I mean, more often than not, my favorite teacher I ever had in school, my 5th grade teacher, tends to, like, sit right behind us in church every week, so that right there already makes it enjoyable, just like, oh, she's right there, I like her so much. And she was there again this week, but, that wasn't what made this week so fun. What made this week so fun was, how often do you hear a sermon in church based on a Steve Martin movie? Much less Three Amigos. I was like, yes, this is epic. No complaints. Like, he went on for, like, probably a good 10 minutes with it, too. I was like, yes, this is awesome. And, of course, I didn't want to be, like, irreverent and laugh, but oh my gosh, I wanted to so much. But it was fitting. It was fitting. But, the other thing of note was whatever the song Ascending was at the end of Mass totally sounded like straight up, ripped straight out of Jesus Christ Superstar, and like they just changed the lyrics. Like, I'm trying to think of what the title is of the one from Jesus Christ Superstar I'm thinking of. But it's towards the end of the musical. It's where they're giving Judas ideas of things he could do with the blood money, should he take it, how he could give it to charities, he could give it to the poor, you know, that song. It sounded just like that song. Da 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 da. I was like, no way. And I looked at the copyright on the songs from 1981. Jesus Christ Superstar, I believe, came from like 1969, right thereabouts anyway. Maybe it was 71, but it was right around there, regardless. So it definitely came first. I was like, I kept looking over at my dad. I was just like, he has to be thinking it. I can't be the only one who hears it. And like the second Mass was over, he was like, they got that song from Jesus Christ Superstar. I was like, yes, yes they did. I totally heard it too. I wanted to say it, I didn't want to, like, again, be irreverent, but I was just like, it totally was. And the organist is a family friend, and she was really good friends with my sister that has all the babies, because my sister cantored for the church for years and years and years, so we always stop and say hi to her. And one of the singers is like the godfather of my sister's kids, so we always stop and say hi to them. But we mentioned to Bonnie, she's like, I thought it sounded more like, and I forget who she came up with, but yeah, I think I could see Jesus Christ Superstar too. I love that show. I was like, yeah, so do I. That's why I noticed it straight off. I was just like, that was enjoyable. They should do that song more often. That was fun. But in general, like, even just the theme of, like, the sermon was about God gives us all gifts. They're all different for each of us, even if they seem insignificant, even if they just seem small. We can all use them to help others and bring light into the world. And I was just like, this is speaking to me on such a deep level about my art right now. Since for so many years I hadn't touched it, and as of last year I just felt driven to pick it back up, and I've seen it improving by leaps and bounds just since I did, and I felt like, I don't know if I'm being called to create art all of a sudden. I don't know what the higher purpose is for it yet, and I may not know. I'm just going with it, but I was just like, this is speaking to me so hardcore this week. Oh my gosh. And, I mean, even just yesterday, you guys that follow me on Instagram saw I created art that was specifically intended to help one of my friends. And that was kind of what he was saying, too, of use your gifts to help others. I'm like, I literally just did that yesterday. This is so speaking to me today. Just, I like it when I get a lot out of it. It just, this week was a good week. church doesn't always have to be a doom and gloom place that's depressing. It's not always like that. Some weeks it is, some weeks it isn't. Also, whoever the priest doing the masses makes a huge difference. And it's my favorite one who did it today, the one who was a hippie, who I adore him, he's awesome. And it kind of comes through in the way he approaches mass. It kind of has the peace and love vibe to it when he does it, and kind of feels a little more hippy-dippy when he does it. I'm just like, yes, please, can we just have this guy every week, please? I mean, there's another one I like almost as much as him too, but this one's my favorite one for obvious reasons. I feel like I was born in the wrong era, I'm a hippie at heart too, but yeah, it was a good week. I just felt like sharing. There's like no point to this story. I just felt like sharing because it's a good morning. I'm in a very good mood. I even had a very good mood thing before leaving for church. My friend Carrie's channel, who you should definitely go subscribe to if you haven't already. Just saying, I'm gonna keep throwing it out there. I'm gonna keep beating this dead horse with a stick as often as I can, so you guys will go sub to her. She only needs about 200 more to reach 1,000 subs so she can stay monetized, please. Again, if you enjoy my channel, please, 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 if you're not already, go subscribe to her. But anyway, she uploaded her, like, Bath & Body Works Fragrance Mist collection, and it just made me feel like, oh my gosh, I miss being able to wear so much, because with my chemical sensitivities issues, there's a long time I couldn't use anything with much of a scent, because it would just make me feel dizzy and sick, and slowly over time I've been desensitizing to where, as you've seen, I can use the scenty, smelly soaps again, I can use the lotions again. Much more recently, I can burn heavily scented candles and they don't mess with me. I mean, if anything, the soot from a candle messes with my asthma. That's a whole other thing, that's not the same thing as the sensitivity thing, but, after watching that, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna put one on and just see what happens. Just a little bit, and just see. Because, I mean, I've seen improvements in so many other things that used to mess with me big time. Oh yeah, and the pocket backs, I can suddenly wear those again too, and they don't usually mess with me. Occasionally they still do a little, but, I figure I'm just gonna go for it. If it makes me dizzy, I'll just hop in the shower and wash it right back off. If not, awesome. So I went and I grabbed one just at random, put on one little spritz. Was expecting to get immediately dizzy like I typically have for the past several years with any type of perfume or body mist, and felt fine. I was like, no way. No freaking way. Am I finally getting good karma coming my way again? Please, yes. Please, 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 yes. And I waited. I was so skeptical. I was like, this has to be a fluke. This totally has to be a fluke. So I waited like an hour and I was like, let's try a little bit more. And I'll do it at the neck too. And with the exception of when I dip my head down like this, then I get a little bit, but I think that's just because I have really wonky circulation in my neck, more than it being the scent thing, but I'm fine. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, please don't let this be a fluke. Especially even being that time of the month when I should be more sensitive, and I'm okay with this. Yes! Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's just this particular one I can tolerate really well, or if there's gonna be more of them. I'm probably gonna be slowly testing the waters with more of them and seeing which ones I can apparently wear again without problem. I'm sure there'll be a couple that are still problematic. Just like, I think there's like one of the Avon lotions that I can't really wear with, it just messes with me, but the rest of them, perfectly fine. So I'll just weed apart the ones that I can wear from the ones that I still can't, and occasionally test the can't pile, and see if I can eventually get to a point where I can wear them again. Because I'm just like, oh my god, yes. Yay, proof that improvement is happening. You have no idea how much I have prayed and wished for these sensitivities to either go away, or to even just improve. Improvement even, because they were so bad about 4 years ago. Even things that aren't supposed to have a scent, I could smell the scents of. Like, even the ink from a ballpoint pen, I could smell at one point. The dye on my yarn, I could smell. Like, ridiculous things, like the ink on a page in a book, I could smell. I was like, oh my god, it was so overwhelming. So I just, like, avoided things with a smell for at least a year, with the exception of lip balms, and even though some of them messed with me, and you can tell the reviews, the ones that immediately did, like, one notoriously was, the, Soft Lips Cube, the pomegranate blueberry one. I think I got, like, immediately dizzy and even, like, outed it on camera, because usually I try to downplay it if I'm feeling something, but yeah, that one, I was like, there's no way, because I may have to stop the video, it was so bad on that one, but yeah, for the most part, was okay with those, but anything else with a scent, I just had to avoid for a while altogether. And eventually, the levels did start dipping down to where, okay, I'm able to start tiptoeing back into these territories with certain things. Yeah, I would test things out, and the ones I could, that's great. The ones I couldn't, I just kept avoiding. And slowly, bit by bit, I've been able to reincorporate a lot of the things that I had to avoid for a long time. There's still a few things that are just no-go, like plastic smells I cannot go near still. That one's probably gonna be for life. Those always bothered me, but I mean, they've got bad enough to where I'd like pass out and throw up and have weird shit go on with my heart and like almost seize and stuff. Just, yeah, the plastic smell is not good, but for how many toxins are in plastics, especially Chinese plastics, by the way, because they have no regulations on what goes into them. That's why they're so volatile and why they smell so bad. But, those I still can't deal with. The smell of Downy I still can't deal with, which really sucks because it smells good, but it just makes me so sick. I can't even walk past the house while the dryer is running and go past the vent without getting dizzy. That's how sensitive I still am to that one. So I just stopped using that. 7th generation is a good alternative that doesn't mess with you if you have a problem with Downy, by the way. And just common sense on things like household cleaners, like I wear a mask while using them, and it apparently causes enough of a barrier between me and the chemicals to where I can work with them. And, like, car pollution, nobody enjoys that, but yeah, it still messes with me more than it does the average layperson. But most everything else that I had been way over the top sensitized to for a long time, I seem to be okay with again. So I'm hoping that that's not just a temporary thing, but over the past 2 years, it's slowly been, I've been able to tolerate more and more things. So I'm like, yes, 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 yes. I'm slowly regaining my life. Thank you. So that's always nice, you know? So in general, I'm just having a really good morning. I'm hoping that this is indicative of the kind of just day in general I'm gonna have, especially for how bummed out I've been the past few days. A good day would be very much welcomed by me today, you know? So I just felt like sharing. Again, didn't really have much of a point to this vlog or anything. Well, vlog, not blog, but yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys. So anyways, that is about it. So I guess I'll do my regular videos in a little bit. But yeah. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Are you having a good day? You having a bad day? Hopefully not. Let me know down below, as well as anything else you feel like sharing. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, and make sure you follow Carrie if you haven't already. Please. I'm begging you. I don't like to beg, but I'm begging you. Please do. She deserves it. She deserves it more than I do. So, and if you like what I do here on this channel, if you'd like to help support, donation link is also down below. So anyway, guys, till next time. Bye.